When it comes to insurance, there's a lot of terms to get your head around. Total and permanent disability cover, or TPD, can be one of the hardest. Hi, I'm Rachel from InsuranceWorks, and today I'd love to help you understand what types of TPD cover are available. The more comprehensive definition for TPD cover is own occupation. In most cases, this means your policy will pay a benefit if two doctors, at least one who's a specialist in your area of illness or injury, have diagnosed you as being unlikely to ever be able to return to your own occupation again. This means the occupation you were in at the time the injury or illness struck. So for instance, if you're a surgeon, your fine motor skills would be pretty vital, right? If you're a tradie, the ability to lift heavy weights and be fully mobile would be essential. Whereas if you worked in an administrative role, your physical capabilities would be less important than your mental capacity would. If instead you have an any occupation TPD policy, the insurer will first ask the question, can you do your own job? And if the answer is no, they'll ask, is there another job you're suitably qualified for due to education, training and experience? If the answer to that is yes, you may not qualify for a payment under the any occupation definition, but you may have qualified if you'd had an own occupation TPD policy. Home duties TPD is offered to clients performing full-time unpaid domestic duties, or to those who are working less than the minimum hours per week for an any or own occupation policy, between 15 and 20 hours. This policy would pay a benefit if you were diagnosed as being permanently unable to perform the duties required to effectively maintain a home. Lastly, you may be offered a modified definition policy, also called Activities of Daily Living or General TPD. This is much harder to claim on, as you need to be unable to perform 2 of the 5 activities of daily living to qualify for a payment. Generally speaking, this definition is offered to risky occupations and occasionally as a last resort to clients who have existing health problems. As with all insurance, you get what you pay for. So own occupation is the most expensive, followed by any, then home duties, and lastly, modified TPD. If you're still unsure about which policy is right for you, speak to your advisor. And if you don't have someone you can trust for advice, please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you.